We love a Disney World trend, but let's be honest, these are getting out of control. Now, before I dive into these trends, if I mention something you love, that's okay. Feel free to keep loving it, as long as you're being respectful to other peeps. These are just the trends we've noticed that are taking it a bit too far. Number 1, leaving Fantasmic early. Something our entire team has noticed over the last few months, really over a year, is that people think they can hack Fantasmic crowds. Fantasmic is Hollywood Studios' nighttime show, and the crowds are no joke. A lot of the time when we are heading into the show and leaving at the end, we do feel a little bit like cattle being herded. So we get it. Those crowds can be super overwhelming when heading out. That being said, we've noticed huge groups leaving Fantasmic early, and we think it's getting a bit out of control for 2 reasons. First up, the ending is the best part. You don't care about seeing Sorcerer Mickey use his magic to go from the top of the mountain to down at the bottom of the stage just to say, "Some imagination, huh?" You're genuinely missing the best part. Like, I'm gonna tear up just thinking about it. Second, for the people who really do love the ending, you're blocking our view. We understand not wanting to be herded in a big crowd, but don't block other people's views when you're trying to sneak out early. If you really want to help avoid those crowds and be respectful to the people around you, let the main crowds clear out first. Sure, it might be a bit annoying to wait at the end of the night, but you can avoid the crowds and see that amazing ending. Plus, even if you leave with the big crowds, you'll still be stuck waiting in your car or in the bus lines anyways. Number 2, single rider on Everest. Okay, for this trend, we're honestly calling ourselves out here. The single rider line for Expedition Everest in Animal Kingdom has honestly gotten out of control. We find ourselves heading into this line without a second thought every single time, even if the wait is only 10 minutes. Why are we doing that? Honestly, it's because it works every time. This is one of the few single rider lines in Disney World that actually operate well, and we love feeling like we're saving major time. Because we are. But that being said, it's okay to maybe wait 15 minutes to create core memories sitting next to your friends and family, rather than the really nice stranger you'll inevitably sit next to. If the line is insanely long, the single rider line will probably save you quite a bit of time, but don't pretend to be shocked when the single rider line is also insanely long. The secret is getting out. Number 3, camping at the lounges. Hear me out. Our team loves a Disney lounge. Steakhouse 71 Lounge, Nomad Lounge, Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, GO82, and so many more are staples in our lives. That being said, camping at the lounges is a trend that we are really ready to move on from. When we say camping, we really mean overstaying your welcome. Ordering a drink and an appetizer and then sitting for a few hours, while we love hanging out, just isn't the most considerate thing in the world. We aren't saying eat and drink as fast as humanly possible, but we are saying be a bit mindful that these spots are popular for a reason. Spend a normal amount of time there, order your food and drinks, and once you've enjoyed and relaxed for a bit, head on out. It just helps to make sure that everyone can enjoy the lounges at a normal pace. Number 4, rope dropping Flight of Passage. Okay, also coming for ourselves a bit here, we love rope dropping. We even have merch for it in our store. Shameless plug, go check it out. If you don't know, rope dropping is heading to the parks earlier than they open to get in line before everyone else to save major amounts of time once the park opens on popular attractions. One of the most popular attractions to rope drop is Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom, but it seems like everyone is doing that, kind of defeating the purpose of rope drop. We have attempted morning rope drops for this ride, which still led to over an hour-long wait, which was higher than the normal wait time later on in the day. We get it, the ride is amazing. That being said, the real hack is going right before the park closes at the end of the night. Everyone else has rope dropped it, enjoyed the morning, and then park hop to a different park, leaving Flight of Passage open for you. We have found that it also saves a lot of time, and even if it doesn't, you've already done everything else in the park, and it almost feels like you're getting extra time in Animal Kingdom after it closes. Along with this point, if you don't know, as long as you are in line for an attraction the minute before the park closes, you will stay there, you will get to ride. So if the park closes at 7 and you get in line at 6:59, even if the wait time for that attraction is an hour long, they're not gonna kick you out, they're gonna let you ride. You just have to get in line before the official park closing. Number 5, closing entire lands. Now this might be the trend we are most over, and it's entirely on Disney's plate. We are so over losing entire lands and areas as we know them. Yes, we know Walt Disney said the parks will always be changing, growing, and evolving, but did we seriously have to lose everything all at once? Muppets Courtyard, Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America, Dinoland USA, and more are disappearing before our very eyes. And sure, we are excited, to see these changes. But that being said, why did you have to rip our hearts out over and over again in such a short amount of time? We feel like we're getting a bit of whiplash here, so if you could just give us a second before permanently closing another staple in our lives, that would be great. Number 6, price hiking. Ooh, another trend that comes directly from the Walt Disney Company. Can we chill with the annual price hikes? Over the past several years, Disney has taken to annually dropping a ton of price hikes at once, and it's a lot. It always happens in October. Sure, some of the prices only raise $1 and some raise a bit more, but it's more so the fact that it's becoming an annual trend of knowing we're going to have to pay more in Disney World. And yeah, it might only be a few dollars each time, but that is adding up. If all of it is raising, the whole trip is so much more expensive. For example, in October 2015, a one-day ticket to Magic Kingdom was $105. In 2025, a one-day ticket for Magic Kingdom on October 1st is $179. I mean, that's a pretty big difference. While we know they have added big changes to the parks, grown the resort as a whole, and more, do we really have to raise prices almost every single year? Listen, we get it. Just take a break for the next year or two, and then we can reevaluate in, say, 2030. Number 7, rushing around the parks. Now, this is a trend that's been around for pretty much forever, but we think it's time to break from the trends. Rushing around the parks might make you feel like you're maximizing your time, and we get that. We love seeing a random 10-minute wait for a popular ride, and we will hurry to get in line. Been there, done that. That being said, rushing around the parks, shoving people, and getting aggressive, yes, I said aggressive, because it happens, so you can get in a slightly shorter line is just too much. One time when Emma was rope dropping Slinky Dog Dash in Hollywood Studios, someone literally kicked the stroller she was pushing with a kid inside so she could get in front of her in line. Then she just had to stand there with the person who kicked the stroller the entire line because it didn't actually do anything to help them get ahead and they were a jerk for no reason. Maybe let's remember to take a deep breath, walk at a mindful speed, and just enjoy your day. Disney World can feel like a sport, but if you aren't careful, it becomes more about beating other guests than actually enjoying your trip, which isn't really the point. We're guilty of this too, so no shame, but maybe we could all just relax a little. Keep up with the amazing hacks, but also enjoy the Dole Whip. So, on your next trip, grab a drink, stroll, and smell the flowers. Number 8, quoting pre-shows. All right, hold your horses before you get mad, but this trend of quoting the pre-shows really loud needs to be put to bed. I get it. We all love saying the
"Welcome, foolish mortals"
line. We do. I do too. But maybe just mouth it to yourself quietly. We've noticed the trend of people loudly quoting the ride pre-shows to the point where it's distracting to other guests. Imagine if it was your first time ever on this ride that you've heard so much about and someone is trying to prove that they know the ride better than you do. Just let people enjoy things. And I'm not saying don't quote the ride, quote it. Just maybe keep it to yourself or whisper it quietly to your friends. Respect the ghost host. He's been doing it for over 50 years after all. Number 9, being on our phones. This trend is kinda unavoidable at this point, but maybe Disney will hear our pleas. We love the new Lightning Lane system, the ability to mobile order, seeing wait times, mobile checkout at merchandise stores, and all that jazz that comes along with the My Disney Experience app. That being said, feeling like we're stuck to our phones during our vacations isn't exactly what we're looking for. We know that we can put the phone down, yes. We also know that that genuinely puts us at a disadvantage when trying to maximize our vacation and when trying to avoid crowds. Just throwing it out there, maybe for one day a year, Disney could bring back the old paper fast pass for nostalgic reasons. Plus, our phone batteries would thank us. It can be part of the Dapper Day celebrations. Hear me out, Disney. I think this is an idea. I think you should look into it. Whew. And last, number 10, taking away popular snacks only to bring them back later. Finally, Disney, we are begging you to stop taking away snacks we love only to bring them back after online chatter. We have several examples of this. Ohana noodles, the waffles at Sleepy Hollow and Magic Kingdom, the pizza spring rolls, the citrus swirl, even the pulled pork fries at Flame Tree Barbecue went missing a few years ago. We get that there's going to be supply issues, we do, but we've noticed a trend of taking away staples in our lives only to return them for some brownie points. Disney, you're not slick. We just can't take this emotional roller coaster. Just leave our snacks alone and leave us in peace. Okay? Disney adults are not good with change. I've already said that. Whew, all right, okay, that's enough of my soapbox for today. Do you agree with this list? Is there any other trend that you would add that is getting out of control in Disney World? let me know in the comments. And don't forget to put this secret code in the comments as well, so I know that you stayed and watched the entire video. Don't forget to like the video as well. That really helps us out a lot. Thank you in advance. And don't forget to subscribe. We post ride challenges, resort tours, restaurant reviews, hacks, and more from Disney World and beyond all week long, because we're serious about fun. See you next time.